Welcome back to Ben Salutes. And when I was a kid, moms didn't get away with killing their children. What can you say about laughter? Laughter is my favorite reaction of the body. It tends to make friends out of people and be a nice little pick-me-up if somebody's feeling down. What can you say about music? Music fills the body up with great beats and lyrics, and it can also make people feel good. Now, combining these two great things together could be a difficult task, but this man does it for his daily job. Al Yankovic, better known by his stage name, Weird Al, is a song parodist that takes music from other people and flips the lyrics around to add comedic effect to it. He also makes original songs, keeping in that humorous tone. Now, get your accordions ready. Here's my salute on Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al got to start recording his own songs for a radio station on the Dr. Demento show, which specialized in parody and humor music. It wasn't long before Al got himself a record deal, and he has been making albums and songs ever since. Well, that history lesson was easy. Now I can get into saluting this amazing man. Now, what makes Weird Al so special is that he seems to be the only mainstream song parodist out there. He seems to be the only one that has gained the most success and is very popular among many people. But popularity doesn't mean perfection, so now it's time to get into why he really is epic. Parodies are top-notch and are phenomenal. Although they borrow music from other songs, they live in a world of their own and are works of art. Like Eat It, where Al took one of Michael Jackson's best songs and made it into a song about parents trying to get their picky kid to eat good food, and Smells Like Nirvana, which points out that this song makes absolutely no sense at all. And there is of course one of his lesser known parodies, Taco Grande, which turns a Latin lover rap song into a song about Mexican foods. His parodies are what he's most known for, and I sometimes find myself enjoying the parodies more than the originals. I know, it's hard to resist. And you think him parodying a bunch of people's music would get him in trouble, but you're wrong. He doesn't have to ask permission because the US copyright laws allows him to make parody music. Anyway, a lot of times the artists are excited that he wants to parody them, because it means that they're worth being noticed. Michael Jackson and Kurt Cobain were big Al fans, and they loved having Al parody their songs. May God rest their souls. But making parodies of other people's music can get old quickly, so Al also makes some original songs of his to balance out his albums. And his originals are great and hilarious as well. Like the earliest example I could think of is Mr. Frump in the Iron Lung, where Al sings about a man who is stuck in the iron lung, and all he ever says is, well, nothing. All you can hear is the sound of the iron lung working. I never get tired of that song, and I always laugh at it. Another example is a favorite of mine, Good Old Days. Don't let the title fool you. This song is about a serial killer who has nostalgic over the things he did as a kid, like ripping the wings off of flies, or tying his homecoming date to a chair and throwing her in the middle of a desert. Despite its dark nature, the place, and most of it comes from his parodies. A lot of humor in his parodies is based on finding puns and rhymes for the title, like instead of like a virgin, he made like a surgeon. And from there, the song most of the time describes the worst possible scenario involving the song title. You Don't Love Me Anymore. Al sings about a girlfriend who does terrible things to him, but it's so funny. Heck, even Al can make an incredibly cruel song like Weasel Stomping Day make it hilarious. Not only is his music hilarious and awesome, but so are his music videos. With his music videos, Al takes his parody of the song and builds off of it. He throws so much stuff in them that I discover something new every time I watch him. videos because if I want music, I want to listen to music, not watch videos. However, Al's music videos are the only ones I can say I'll go out of my way to see. They're full of wacky and cartoony humor, which is my favorite kind of humor, so I have to like them. Not to mention they're filled with violence. I love the violence. When I talk to other Weird Al fans, they tend to not like the next thing I love about him. Mark. Good. Some may say Al ruins the songs, but I strongly disagree. His polkas are full of fun and are really good music to dance to. He can take a song as famous as Bohemian Rhapsody, turn it into a polka, and make it as much fun as the original. And, as he continues, they show my age as I recognize less and less songs in his polkas. The only song that's in it that I like is Pink's So What. Maybe because I'm fascinated that he was able to make Justin Bieber's music sound good, but I don't know. But music and music videos aren't the only things Al has gotten his genius hands on. He's also had several specials on MTV called Al TV that usually come out when he has a new album. Him performing interviews with musicians. In these interviews, we learn a lot of interesting things about some of our favorite artists. Did you know Eminem wants to kill his whole family? Did you know Jessica Simpson changed her name to Jessica Sampson? And did you know Michael Stipe and Al are making a song together? We all have cell phones, so come on, let's get real. I'm just kidding. Al actually takes footage from past interviews that the singers have had, and he then puts his own footage for comedic effect. That is comedic gold in the making. They really need to bring Al TV back. Who's with me? Al also made his own movie, UHF. Sadly, I haven't seen it, but from the clips I've seen, it looks pretty dang funny. I hope he makes more movies in the future. He even had his own show, The Weird Al Show. The less said about it, the better. And, like all talented people, Al has made several appearances on several shows, including some I watch. My favorites are his appearance on Johnny Bravo, as well as his 2 appearances on The Simpsons. Homer's quote in the episode That 90s Show is one of my favorites from the whole series. He who's tired of Weird Al is tired of life. Now, I bet you're all wondering, how did I get into Weird Al? Well, I remember one time I was 11, I was watching Celebrity Deathmatch, and they had Al Gore versus Weird Al. I never heard of Weird Al until that, and I instantly got interested in who he was. And I was ticked off that he loses that match. So, as the years went on, I heard little bits and pieces of Al's music, and I could say he was good, but I wasn't too interested in him. It wasn't until earlier this year when my mom told me Al was coming to Springfield, and she bought tickets for us and several of my family members to go. The only other concert I went to was a Beatles cover band named Rain. Anyway, the day of the concert, my computer crashed, which put me in a bad mood. I thought nothing could cheer me up. However, we got to the concert and the intro started. The random clips that Al used in his channel hopping intro got me laughing till I was crying. But then Al came out, and I was in a state of amazement. Holy crap, I told myself. I'm actually here seeing this. So, Al performed the concert, and I was blown away by all the energy and charisma that he had while performing. For a man his age, it sure is saying a lot. Al played several hilarious clips, and even had several costume changes that made the performances all the much better. It was truly an awesome experience, and I loved being there. It was then I knew I had to collect every Weird Al album. So, I broke out my old babysitting money and did just that. Now I can't keep them out of my CD player. Now I'm obsessed with this man. There's not a song of his that I don't like. I also discovered that he has his own YouTube channel and makes his own YouTube videos. Although they're short, they're still hilarious. I never get tired of him throwing his Panasonic DVD player in his pool or giving some street signs a grammar lesson. Now, one final thing I'll say about Al is that he does a good job of making fun of current pop culture. He makes a lot of songs that are relatable to what's going on in the world, and I love that even though they might be dated, they are not. Like, he makes fun of people that illegally download music, and he makes fun of the people that don't stop sending you stuff in your email. Years from now. On a side note, I read that he got married in 2001, and he and his wife Suzanne have a daughter, Nina. It makes me feel good that a man I admire found happiness and has a happy family. In a world where music world seems lacking, we need this man around to make us laugh and put us in a good mood. Al, if you're watching this, I just want to say thank you for all the hard work you've done and continue to do. Keep up the good work and keep making us laugh. I'm Ben. I'm signing out. I'm going to go learn to play the accordion.